ABC Kinder Teach presents Guess How Much I Love You, written by Sam McBratney, illustrated by Anita Jerem. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. There's Little Nut Brown Hare holding on to the ears of Big Nut Brown Hare. This must be his dad. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. "Guess how much I love you," he said. "Oh, I don't think I could guess that," said Big Nut Brown Hare. I wonder how much Little Nut Brown Hare loves his dad. "This much," said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. "Wow, that's a lot." Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. "But I love you this much," he said. "Wow, that's even more." That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. So he is understanding how much his dad really loves him. And his dad understands how much Little Nut Brown Hare loves him. "I love you as high as I can reach," said Little Nut Brown Hare. I wonder what Big Nut Brown Hare is going to do. I bet he's going to show how much higher his love is, maybe. "I love you as high as I can reach," said Big Nut Brown Hare. "Well, that's a lot of love." That is quite high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. So they are really both sharing how much they love each other. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. So he tumbled upside down and then he positioned himself or placed himself like this. "I love you all the way up to my toes," he said. I bet Big Nut Brown Hare is going to do something like this. Maybe. No, it's different. "And I love you all the way up to your toes," said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. Wow, so he's tossing him almost in the air and saying, "I love you all the way up to here." "I love you as high as I can hop," laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down, and there he's bouncing. "But I love you as high as I can hop," smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. So he's showing him how much he loves Little Nut Brown Hare. "I love you all the way down the lane." A lane is a road in the country that is not very wide. "As far as the river," cried Little Nut Brown Hare. "I love you across the river and over the hills," said Big Nut Brown Hare. So Little Nut Brown Hare says, "I love you over to there," and Big Nut Brown Hare says, "I love you over to here and then over those hills as well." So a lot of love. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, and a thorn bush looks like this. There's thorns on him. Out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very, very far. So he's saying, I love you all the way to there. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. I wonder if he's going to say anything. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. To there,